All right, ladies and gentlemen. Get cozy. I'm cozy. Let's do it. Let me know about the levels. Seamless transition. Man, I feel like all of his bits are just like rolling into my thing. I gotta get my own bits. I'm my own man. Okay, aesthetic. What do we got? Okay, okay. Ooh, I like silent. I also like VHS. We do have pockets. Or we got PSX. That's a good one too. Let's do silent though. I think that's the way. I think this is the way. Oh, this is when my buddy was playing. Deleted. Ah. All right, narrator voice coming. A moon and babies crying. What does this remind you of? Stroller. Gothic architecture. Birds. I did a pea pocket. Excellent. What the frig is that? Sky whale. Everybody loves a good sky whale. Okay, let me see if I can get the bird to come to me. Come on, bud. Come up.
Long ago.
Oh, he's gonna narrate it for us. Okay.
A beast came from the sea and brought with it a poisonous fog that spread across the earth. Corrupting everything it reached, the poison fog slowly transformed the world and brought about a new age.
You guys are green.
Now, grounded by the poison sky and outnumbered by creatures, humankind became desperate and formed feudal kingdoms. Closed off from each other, they became paranoid and are on the brink of extinction. Those deemed undesirable, such as criminals or the ill, are cast out, banished into the depths of the Great Well, a pit of the diseased and undead. The Great Well is said to have but one door to the surface.
I would love to do the older Fromsoft games at some point. Kingsfield is dope. Shadow Tower is another one that this reminds me of. Oh, desolate landscape. Lots of talking about undead and moons and babies crying. Tell me you're a fan of Bloodborne without telling me you're a fan of Bloodborne. Wretched thief. Thinking of stealing your life back? You belong to the depths now. Just cut off my hand. Come here, big boy. What a handsome guy he is. So we'll get that spoonie. Oh, different classes. Okay. Forgot about all this. Forsaken Shinobi. Cleric, Royal, Undead. So are these resistances? Or is this... Knight. Yeah, those have got to be resistances. Witch, vampire. Ooh. Bloodthirsty creature of the night, awakened by hunger. They are replenished by the shedding of blood, but weakened from fire. Okay, I see. So if it's weakened with anything over 100 is a weakness. So I'm resistant to okay, yeah, got it. Let's be a knight. I feel like that's the way to go. Beauty. Ooh, jar facehole guy. I kind of like this for a knight. Oh, I can add my own image. Seven is kind of cute. Which one was 7? Yeah, okay, cool. I think this is the way. This is the way. Finalize creation. Oh, a lot of pressure. Yes. All right, let's do it, folks. I'm just a hand. I don't know where the rest of my body is. Beth, welcome back, buddy. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if you even left. Hang on, let's get some higher DPI there. Yeah, okay. Inventory. I ain't got nothing. Okay, quality normal. I want to go high, baby. All right. Okay. Okay, so shift. Wait, do I have VSync on? VSync, where are you? More. There is no VSync. What's legacy mode? Uses tank controls. Oh shit. Player speed is halved. Melee weapons hitboxes are 3 times bigger. Meant for controller. Will be weird and experimental. Yeah, let's not do that. Okay. I guess we're just gonna roll with what we got. Get a break from the cage. I'm shocked that you even get yard time. I thought he just moved you from the smaller cage to the bigger cage. We've awoken in the tomb of the undead. Whoosh. Nope, can't pick the... I haven't played this in long enough. That I forgot most of it. Cozy music. I love it. Replica sword. Okay. Weapons. Boom. Okay. Did I not just equip it? No, I did not. I did not. There we go. All right, we got a sword. Also, it looks like I'm just a floating disembodied hand. Okay. I mean, he did cut it off. Right? That didn't stop anybody, apparently. Okay, let's save. I'm sure I don't have any XP yet. No, we don't. Okay. So, pink crystals equal bonfire. Got it. Green equals grass. Well, I mean, that's technically true. Seek the slumbering creature of the moonlight. They are the last existing door. Good to know. Noted. I will add that to my notes. Okay, before we get too deep that way, let's just make sure there's nothing over this way. This energy drink is the only thing that's keeping me going right now. I'm assuming we cannot open this. Okay. Touch grass for the week. Yeah, but Annie, I think quite literally we are a floating hand. Like, I don't think we're actually a character. I think we're just the guy's hand. Because unless somehow it got reattached. Like, the dude cut it off before he threw us down here. Can I break these? Yes. Is there ever anything in them? Yes. Are these like the ashes of people? Am I just breaking their cremated remains? Yo, this is very much like Shadow Tower. So Shadow Tower originally came out on the PS1, and you were literally in a tower, and you would go to the different areas, but in between there would be a transition area, and there would be bridges just like this that you see down below, in between the different areas. So this is like super on brand and inspired by that. I believe Shadow Tower, though, actually had firearms rather than melee weapons. Okay, we got a hallway there. Okay, I guess we'll go up here first. Your stuff. Oh, Snail Boy. I'm gonna chop your head off. Okay. Got another Snail Boy. Were the transitions seamless? Yo, this dude doesn't even have a head. What is he doing? What is he thinking? You don't have a head. Ocean Bone Shard. Hang on, let me kill this guy, because I don't know if it actually pauses. And then we'll take a look at the inventory and see if we get any item descriptions. Materials. Okay, ashes. The forgotten withered remnants of a dead fellow. Okay. A small slice of broken ocean bone. How old was this game? This game's actually a new game. This came out like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago. It's just very inspired by those older games. This definitely has a lot more quality of life. Like, the movement is much more fluid. And I will show you guys Kingsfield. Oh God. I will show you Kingsfield and Shadow Tower at some point, just for a point of comparison. Oh, get out of here, magic snail. Okay, give me some goodies. Icicle. What is that? Is that a weapon? Oh, hell yeah, it is. Reach guard. Okay, there's no durability. That's good to know. Curved icy blade imbued with some lost form of ice magic. Okay, yeah. Hell yeah, we're gonna equip that. I've never gotten this before. Like, I've played through this intro a little bit, and I've never gotten that from that enemy. Okay, how do I switch weapons? Okay, Q. Probably has way less reach, but... Kingsfield does look... it looks its age, right? It's also very difficult, but it's so interesting to see the DNA of Fromsoft's, like, newer games within those older games. Like, you can see the concepts, like, forming, and it's just really, really cool. The fuck is this, like a stupid shulker? It has a lot of the same, oh shit, obtuse story-telling mechanics. Like, they don't tell you anything, they just drop you into it. In fact, I can think of, in 2 separate games, so I think it's Kingsfield 2 and Kingsfield 4, where you can die literally just by walking forward in the first, like, 2 minutes of the game. In Kingsfield 4, which was on PS2, as soon as you spawn, there's a slightly discolored patch of earth, and it's directly in front of you, but if you walk into it, it collapses, and you literally fall into lava and you get cooked. Okay, hang on. Let me just keep track of where I'm going. I think this is a new path, because I believe I came from that way, so... Can I harvest these? I just can't wait until I start getting some magic and projectiles. This music is pretty chill, though. Oh, cut you good! You guys aren't giving me any money, though. Way harder and unfair. I sort of agree with that. You know, like, particularly, like, really old games, like on NES and stuff like that, like, you know, a lot of it was built around the rental industry, so they were meant to be difficult to encourage you to rent it multiple times because it was hard. Like, literally, that was a thing, right? Whereas a game like Kingsfield, I think, is just obtuse in the same way that, like, Demon Souls was. Flame Spear, okay. When that first came out. Flame Spear. Fires a flaming javelin, a weaponized form of pyromancy created by the fire witch Ashley. Okay, how do I... F, no. Solomon's Key. I think it was on the NES. It was the hardest puzzle game I've ever played. I think it was older than the NES. I think it was actually... whatever the original Wolfenstein came out on. Not like Wolfenstein 3D, but Wolfenstein, the puzzle platformer game. Like, before Wolfenstein 3D came out. I think it came out on whatever that was. Maybe it was PC. I don't know. They might have also had a version of it on NES, but I don't quite remember it. Okay, I just want to make sure that there's nothing else back here before we go. I'm pointing like it matters. Before we go through that pathway. I'm actually I'm a little lost. Okay, I'm glad we came back here. Well, that's just it, right? Like, so Glodo, if you play a particular style of game, like your brain is trained to play that. And the Dark Souls games very specifically will train you to check every nook and cranny, to look everywhere you possibly can. And there's a lot of older games and you know, and a lot of modern games too, where you don't really need to do that. So, you know, you'll be looking around everywhere expecting to find a bunch of secret items, and there's nothing there just because it's a different design, like a design structure, right? So it's really funny. It's hard for me to go and play well, not hard, but like my brain approaches games differently because of the stuff that I typically play. I remember the Nintendo hotline. I definitely called it once. I was I had a subscription to Nintendo Power, and I had some like limited edition guides and things like that. And I honestly miss magazine subscriptions, because there was always that little dopamine kick when you got something in your mailbox, like, this month's issue is here. I think I got completely turned around here. Okay, so that, I think this way is where I got... Okay, there's nothing there. Your dad called a hotline for a walk through to Landstalker. I don't remember Landstalker. Don't know what that is. Okay, there's new enemies here. We haven't gone this way yet, I don't think. Oh, hello. Genesis game. Oh, man. I loved my Genesis. I used to... I had Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. And it always blew my mind, because you would go into the cemetery level, and it was they played Another Part of Me as the background music instead of Thriller, and that always bugged me. But, man, what a banger game. The hell was that? Yeah, I had Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. I had, like, all the Sonic games. I had all the Streets of Rage. Oh, more magic. Ghostlight. Hell yeah. What's that do? Summons a spectral orb of light that follows the caster for 60 seconds, useful for illuminating the depths of the well. All right, works for me. Man, Mario RPG, I love that game. I see, like, I never played the Final Fantasy games when I was a kid. I just couldn't get into them. I remember a friend of mine having Final Fantasy 3, which is, I think, actually Final Fantasy 6, if I'm remembering correctly. And, like, we were playing it for a bit, and I just never got into it. But now I love those games. Streets of Rage has one of the best game soundtracks of all time. Like, to this day, they will still pop into my head. Okay, is that all that's here? Also, how do I use magic? Hang on. Is there control oh, here we go. Game manual. It's cool that it gives you like a digital manual. Magic and lunacy. Okay, we want page 8. Oh, I'm not looking forward to fighting that guy. Land is rife with various spells, each inscribed on rings that the player must equip to use. The spell is cast by holding and releasing the appropriate... Okay, what is the appropriate cast button? That's all I want to know. Hang on, is there a controls? Oh, that's what we want. Left. Oh, C and V. Okay, there we go. C and V. It does not look bad, but not very good either. I already forgot what we were talking about because I got distracted by trying to figure this out. Okay, so there's our ghost orb. Okay, the pink is our mana. And that's our fire. Okay. Okay. I don't think there's any other way to go out here, so I think we'll have to go to that main hall and see if there's a different road, because that's a dead end. Here we go. I remember enjoying Paper Mario. I also remember Mario and Luigi Superstar, or whatever, which I actually preferred over Paper Mario, which might be sacrilege to say, but... I swear there was a path with a chest where I got one of those rings. Might just be back a little bit. Mario RPG, like, it's not a difficult game, but it gives you that, like, cozy, warm and fuzzy feeling, you know? Thousand Year Door is, I did buy that on my Switch. So, at some point I plan on playing through it. Also... Oh, here we go. Oh, I can read that. How do I... Temple of Silence, Hollow Basin. Eye with a keyhole. Okay, can't do anything with that. Probably need a key. It's, you know, it's just really hard for me to sit down and play like a really big RPG right now. My brain can't sit there and focus for that long. Because all I can think is like, oh, I have these other 1900 games in my backlog. Like, I gotta get through that. Here, let me see if I can call him down from his perch, because he's just sitting up there screaming at us. Let me see if I can get him. Let's see. Instead of landing on my hand, he decided to step up on the monitor. Hey, give me a kiss. Thank you. And then gotta give some to the other guy too, so he's not left out. All right, we're back. We back in it. Still, no drop frames. Guys, I think we found the way to make sure this works. Hey, is this the door I wanted? This might be it. We might not be lost anymore. Never really got the hype for the Mario games. Mario 64 was really cool at the time. Ocarina of Time over Mario. Yeah, I mean, I get that, man. Like, I also, I was never really into platformers back in the day. Like, I used to play them with my dad and stuff. You know, I can certainly recognize what they've done for the gaming industry, but it blows my mind that Wugs hasn't played really any Zelda games. And while I love Ocarina of Time, I love it. I love Majora's Mask. I gotta say that my personal favorite is A Link to the Past. I play it every couple of years. It's the one that I've probably played the most. Am I just dumb? There was a hallway that I found that had a treasure chest that had the ring in it. And that's the one that we need. And I feel like I'm just walking in circles here. Because a lot of these areas look a little bit samey. Maybe it's this over here. Only played Ocarina of Time at a friend's house. Yeah, I mean, that's how you used to do it back in the day, right? Like, not everybody had a game console. I used to rent them. Like, I think I mentioned this in one of the other streams. I have a distinct memory of renting a 3DO, which, by the way, waste of a weekend. And you would rent them in these, like, hard-shelled black briefcase things. And, you know, there was this really awful roller skating game, and I remember renting Street Fighter the movie, which was terrible. Like Street Fighter the movie, the game, I should say. The movie's also terrible, but is it this? Did we already come down here? I'm so lost. I just need to find... Oh, is this it? Is this it? This might be it. No, I did the exact same thing twice. I did the exact same thing twice. And then this brings us down to the eye hole key, I think. PlayStation childhood was Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. See, I really did like Jak and Daxter. I love Crash Bandicoot. Yes! Okay, this is the one we want. Okay. I took a big detour that I did not need to take. I really liked the Crash Bandicoot remasters. Spyro is incredible. I gotta give it to Jak and Daxter, though. They sort of did, like, the Prince of Persia thing, where, you know, the one game had a completely different tone, and then it got, like, super dark and metal. Although the Prince of Persia ones did it a little bit more egregiously. Who the hell are you? Hi. Who's this? Demi. Well, you look a little lost. This area is called Hollow Basin. It's the highest reach point of the Great Wall. Well, it's also one of the safest areas in the Great Well. Except, of course, Wings Rest. Speaking of Wings Rest, I can spirit you there if you want. I'm... Sure. Gotcha! One moment. I don't know why I'm doing the Mickey Mouse thing. Wings Rest. So this is the hub. Give me them crystal shards. vibes. Oh good, it worked! Last time I tried that spell, it only worked about halfway. Ugh. So this is Wing's Rest. It's an old temple of sorts made by a sect of holy monks. They were banished into the Great Well back during the Crusades. Although they are long gone, their protective magic still lingers. Take your time and relax here. Well, I mean, Glodo, what was the one that just won Game of the Year last year? With the little robot dudes. Like, that's pretty recent, no? You want to head back out? Use the crystal where you came in. Got it. Can I keep talking? Hey, Spoonie. Take your time and relax here. If you want to head back out, use the crystal where you came in. Got it. Oh, look. Look who we got here. Does that remind you of anybody? Hunter must hunt? Cheryl the Crow, come on. Yeah, Glodo, 100% agree with that. Like, the older games, like, you know, Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, like, Crash Bandicoot was a pack-in as well. That's, like, you gotta remember, a lot of those, games were pack-ins back in the day. Now you don't really get that. You buy the system and, like, you get Fortnite with it, which is free. You know, and they have bundles once in a while, but, like, nothing like back in the day. Like, you would always get one tentpole game when you bought a console, right? Queth, I'm glad you caught that because, like, Cheryl the Crow, that made me chuckle a little bit. Because there's a singer called Cheryl Crow. It's a play on the name. Oh, what a mess you've been caught up in. Welcome to the depths, outsider. Escape to the outworld has long been a myth. But if you're only going to explore, why not prepare yourself? Fancy a new trinket, perhaps? I just might. Oh, I only have 4 coins, though. Enchanted key. A bewitched key made from ocean and bone, made to remove enchanted gates. Okay, so this is definitely for that eyeball keyhole. Rapier, steel needle. With the guard removed, quick and I'll defense is sacrificed. Okay. Oh, I think I can counter. Health vial, mana vial. Okay, so we have to buy the key. We're gonna save the rest of that. What else do we got here? The moon cried to us in our time of need. Okay. Oh, I got a couple of little burps going on. Oh no, I'm stuck. There we go. Gotta lurk, y'all have some stuff. Gotta get some stuff done around the house before the wife gets off work. Good on you, man. Making it easy for her when she gets home. Glad you're here. Oil. Weapon is not ready. What does that mean? Hey, what if I pull out my other weapon? Weapon cannot be enhanced. Interesting. Look at this guy. Just having the time of his life? Oh, he's got a little crown. Bartender! Bartender! Etna. Salutations, Outlander. Welcome to the depths. I'm Etna. I study the art of alchemy down here. If you happen on any materials during your journey, you should bring them to me. Want to do some alchemy? Hell yeah, I do. Recipes. Okay. I don't think... Yeah, I don't have any of these ingredients, so we're just gonna say, no for now. You say anything else? Hee hee hee. I want to do some alchemy. Nope. We good. Let's talk to Skelebro here. Clive. Well, hello there, Sonny. People call me Clive. Though that's not really my name. I seem to have lost it. For some reason, I'm getting like a John Cleese vibe from this guy. My memory isn't quite what it used to be. But my bones is good. I stay young by drinking these little health tonics. I don't know if anybody's told you, buddy, but you're not young, and I don't know where you're putting it. Here, why don't you take some? You look a little mealy. Be careful wandering in the depths, not every... Clodo, you're killing me, man. Does he have a little dumpy? Be careful, wandering in the depths. Not everything out there is as peaceful as a skeleton. I mean, I think those are just his hip bones. He actually has 0 ass. Okay, is that everybody? I think I talked to everybody. We checked this out. Oh, this is the oil. Can I read the stone, though? No. Is there anything behind it? No. Okay. And we continue. So I guess the next move is to go open the eyeball gate. Ooh, level up. Skill points left. Okay. Very Souls-esque, but before we do anything, let's take a look at our inventory. Does this scale with stuff? Guard 40%. Oh, weapon XP, so these level. This doesn't have any level, though. So how does this work? I guess they don't scale. Here, hang on. I'm gonna turn on the heat a little bit because it's getting a little chilly willy up in here. Thank God I can do this all from my phone. All right. Speed, dex, intelligence. So let's do 1 in strength. Get a little bit of speed. And then... Okay, so it actually does increase your run speed. That's good. When does my new job start? It starts on the 22nd of this month. So right before Christmas. I think resistance is just like poison resistance. Base attack, run speed. Okay, so that just gives you more mana. I don't think it actually increase... Oh, it does increase spell damage. Okay. I should have actually looked over here. It tells you. Okay, I'm good with that, I think. The good news is... well, I mean, I guess it's sort of a silver lining to some okay news, is my working hours would be 12 to 8 local time, which means that I have a bunch of time in the morning where I could potentially do some streaming. So stream before work, go to work, come home, chill, do my own thing. You know, it's a nice little schedule I can kind of make for myself. Okay. So Wings Rest, no, we're already here. Let's go back to Hollow Basin. Let's get it on. Alrighty. Now, where is the eyeball door? Oh, I am moving a little bit faster. I like that. So I think... No, we don't want this way. see if I can get some more money. Oh, well, at least we know stuff in here respawns. Oh, give me that. Give me those 2 coins, baby. We breaking all the pottery in here. Okay, I think the door is here. Did I ever play Chrono Trigger? Yes, I played it and beat it recently as well. In fact, do I not have the enchanted key? Okay, how do I use a quick item? No, T. Okay. Guess we're going back to the manual. Game manual, okay. Quick item, quick item, quick item. Number 2. Oh! Yeah, I love Chrono Trigger. It's one of my favorite all-time games. I actually only beat it, let's say, sometime in the last decade. Which, like, is a kind of a funny thing to say. Because I'm making it sound like it was forever ago, but it doesn't feel like forever ago, but it really is. The torch a quick item? It is not. Okay, we got the torch equipped. Me too. Played it for the first time in February, and like 2 months later, Wug started it. Yeah, no, I'm actually, I was really pushing for him to play it. I like to think that, you know, I know the vibe of the stuff that he really enjoys, and not saying like my opinion is the one that he should trust over anybody else's, but I have a pretty good eye for stuff once I know like what you like. So I love Chrono Trigger, and if he's ever looking for another like really cozy RPG, I know this is up for debate, everyone likes a different one, but I think Final Fantasy IX is the one. And the reason why I say that is I know he really likes Disney, and the characters in that game are very Disney-esque. It's also one of the games that is, it's still the traditional style, but it has enough quality of life stuff where, you know, it's still super, super enjoyable with a modern mindset. How long have I known Wugs? I've known him a little over a year. So the YouTube algorithm was suggesting some of his videos. I can't remember if I caught a live thing first or if I caught one of his edited videos. I think I caught one of his, I think I started catching his stuff when he was doing Dark Souls, like at the very, very beginning of his playthrough. And then I saw that he went live one day. And, you know, he was kind of talking about the area that he lived in. And I mentioned, like, oh, like, are you on the Canadian side of the border, or are you on the US side of the border? And he mentioned he was in Canada. And it turned out, after we chatted a bit more, that he lived 4 minutes away from me. We were basically neighbors. So it's just one of those funny things that, what the friggin' frig, dude? Thought I heard him breathing. So yeah, it's just one of those, like, kind of funny coincidences. And I just, you know, messaged him. I'm like, hey man, like, we're kind of neighbors. Do you want to get together at some point? So we ended up meeting up, and we went and grabbed some food, and, you know, just chatted about life and games. And, you know, I consider him a really good friend now. So I'm lucky to have stumbled on his channel, and, you know, I love seeing how successful he is, and, you know, it feels like I've known him a lot longer, if that makes you guys feel any better. But yeah, it's just sort of the magic of the algorithm put us together. Okay, I can't open this. So, yeah, you know, he's been to my new place. I actually plan on meeting up with him again at some point soon before Christmas. A couple of things I gotta toss his way, and I just haven't seen him in a while, so it'd be good to catch up. I'm like really like I get along with people really easily, and I'm not just saying that to be like, oh, I'm like the nicest guy or whatever, right? I'm sure there's some people that don't like me, but I just find that you know, when you meet someone who's on a similar wavelength and you just vibe, like you're homies, right? Like I said, I'm fortunate to have him as a buddy, and I'm super proud of what he's accomplishing. And I love, you know, celebrating milestones and stuff with him. Okay, more gates. I feel like these guys are gonna come alive, and it's gonna be a bad time. Yeah, thanks, guys. Small. I remember when he mentioned being Canadian, so we were all... Yeah, well, I didn't expect him to be close, right? Like, I might have slightly, like, doxed him on the stream, or he might have done it himself, because I'm trying not to be, like, too descriptive right now. But, can I read this? I can read this. Soon we'll be free of the accursed well, for the great prophet Abdul has found a way out. While we are tethered here physically, our minds can be extricated with enlightenment. So is that why they have no head insides? Yeah, no, it's super weird too. Like, I was going through a really tough time too, personally. Like, I was going through a divorce at the time, and you know, I was trying to sell my house, and I was stuck in this house with somebody who, you know, we weren't like actively fighting, but it didn't really feel like a place that I was comfortable. It wasn't really like a home for me, right? Like, I was just super anxious to get out of there. So for me, the streams and the content was like a really nice little escape, right? And then also having someone who's ritual dagger, all right, having someone who's, you know, willing to just listen to the event and who wants to hang out and get you out of the house. Like, I was really fortunate. You know, he popped up at the best time for me. And like I said, I'm super grateful that we're able to do that sort of stuff, right? Because it's very, like, yeah, I'd say absolutely we're friends. Like, he's not just a dude on YouTube to me, right? Not saying that he's that to anybody else, but like I'm finding it really difficult to articulate it, because I'm trying to be like delicate with how I'm phrasing it. But yeah, it just worked out in a really great way. I'm sure my outlook on life would be a lot different if I didn't have someone like Wugs to lean on, and you know, just even my mental well-being and stuff. Like, I owe the guy a lot, so that's why I really try to support as much as I can. And again, not just because he's a content creator, because he's a good friend of mine. Said it before, there's a really special community there. I've never vibed with the group so much. Yeah, and that's just it, right? Like, to hunger is to live, to consume is to die. Yeah, we're all super lucky to be a part of that, right? Lithomancy. These guys are really creeping me out. Oh, Queth, you heard me say all that. Don't tell Wugs. What's lithomancy? Forbidden blood magic that gives life to the inanimate. Oh my god, am I gonna be able to, like, resurrect these dudes? Unable to comprehend existence, the objects only scream. Oh, this sounds terrible. Created by the mad wizard Abdul before his exile, it is unknown what the purpose of this spell was. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out just because I'm curious. Okay, let's blast these guys. Let's see what happens. Okay, that didn't do anything. Oh, it hurts me too. Oh, but I'm regenerating health. Okay. I mean, this is all stuff that I've told Wugs to his face too. Like, it's not a secret, right? I just want you guys to know how much I appreciate him, but also you guys too. You know, like you said, Small, the community is a super important thing, and the fact that he's even willing to go and, like, pump my stream up, like, I started day one streaming with 27 subscribers, which is like a huge head start, right? Like, some people don't get that for months of streaming. You know, and the fact that he's willing to do that is makes me feel really good, you know? Like, we're supporting the right guy is, I guess, a very short form way to say what I was saying. We're supporting the right guy. I get you. It's difficult not to be parasocial, but Wug's channel is something special even without being creepy. Yeah, I certainly hope I'm not coming off as creepy. I'd like, you know, because we're talking about, like, personal feelings and personal things that are happening. I'm just trying to be really careful with how I word things and how I phrase it. Hello? Hello? Friend? No, not friend. Not friend. Not friend. Oh god. Not friend. You don't even have a head, bro. Why are you still coming at me? Is that just a thing with the enemies in this game? They don't give a shit if they have a head or not. Ah. He's got no more. Ooh, 10 coins. All right, now we're making some real dough here. Okay, I came from this way. I think I already went through this door. Oh, okay, no, we didn't. There's a guy there. Yeah, 10 out of 10 would gush about it again. Nobody clip that and send it to him. This is very maze-like. I wish I was paying more attention. Okay, we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna ignore that guy for now. You guys do get to watch my journey. I mean, I don't know how much of a journey I'm gonna have, to be honest. I've tried to do this before and never really got much traction. But who knows? Maybe this time will be different. Oh, wait. I think that lever I pulled opened all the grates. This is very eerie. I don't enjoy this music. It's unsettling. Is this where I came in from? Am I just going backwards now? Yeah, okay. We definitely want to go back down. We're gonna clear this place out. You also have a new job starting January 1st, and the only bittersweet thing is you won't be able to hang out with the community as much anymore. Hey man, well congrats. Were you not saying the other day that you were still looking? Did that just happen? You must have just landed that, right? Congrats, buddy. I feel like you like, I was just sort of comforting you the other day, being like, hey, man, it's gonna happen for you. It's gonna happen for you. And, you know, I'm proud of you for getting something, buddy. I had this, this epiphany the other day when I realized I got to wait. Oh my God, I wasn't paying attention to my health. Oh my God, I haven't saved since we got back from the friggin' Wing's Rest. Oh no! Autosave has ruined me. Oh God. Oh no! Alright. We didn't do that much though. We didn't do that much. So we're gonna just warp back here. We're gonna go right to the eyeball keyhole. We're gonna go down. We're gonna kill some of those face hole guys. You know, if Wugs wants to see a real face hole man, we got him in spades, baby. The face pocket is what that is. They don't have a face in their face pocket. Oh, this is the wrong way. Wrong way. Not a single dropped frame this entire time. We're still going frame dropless. So this is good. Hey, boys. No joke though, this is really like incentivizing me to want to play those older Fromsoft games. Been looking since May, got some money so I had some time, but knew that sometime I would not be able any. Yeah, I hear you, man. I forget that you're not local. Time zones, right? But, man, I'm so happy for you, dude. I was looking since March. So I sold my house, you know, after I split, and I think I have to re-equip this again. And, I had all this money, so I thought I had a fair-sized runway before I really had to start worrying about it. But the job market has been so bad. It's literally taken me this long. I've burned through my savings. I've actually started to dip into my credit a little bit. So I'm happy to kind of zero it all out again. Because debt, no bueno. Nobody wants debt. So yeah, it's just been like so stressful, and you know, I try really to not think about it, but you start to see, you know, you start to see the numbers dwindling, and then it's like, oh shit, like I gotta figure something out. You know, I was applying for retail. I was applying, like, I would push a broom if it came down to it. I just needed something. And you run into this issue because, like, I'm in the tech industry, which in particular is very difficult to find a job in at the moment. But when you're looking at some of those other positions, they look at your resume and they're like, nah, you're overqualified. And they won't even look at you for basic stuff. So, Gloto, funny you say that. My new job is actually for a payroll company. So, same field. Because what I was doing was like payroll adjacent, but you know, my point is that, you know, I have this really great resume and really great qualifications, and I was getting interviews, and I would go on these interview gauntlets, and it would be, you know, I would do one interview and then they'd want me to do a follow-up like a week later, and then I would do a final interview a week after that. So like the process would take a couple of weeks, only to find out that at the last second they decided to go with somebody else. And it was just really, it was really debilitating to just keep getting rejected over and over and over again, and having people not really take that chance on you. It makes you feel like, you know, that you're not good at your job, you're not good enough. So it was really bringing me down. Like, I had some pretty rough days, you know. And I'll be perfectly candid with you guys too. You know, I picked up a couple of very unhealthy habits. I was overeating because I was depressed. I even picked up a little bit of a drinking habit, which I'm happy to say I have kicked. So like, it was really rough, and it just compounded because even before that, the 2 years before that, you know, having to go through the stuff that I was going through in my relationship at the time, and having to sell the house and being stuck there for 2 years, and then having to look for, so it's basically almost been like a 3.5 year just kind of like pile of garbage, right? And now it's finally starting to turn around, and like the physical weight that's being lifted off me, like I can't, it's indescribable. It genuinely is. And again, that's in no small part to being able to hang with you guys. Like, I would hang out with you guys sometimes 5 days a week, right? Like, there's something to be said just about having a routine and something to look forward to. So, like, there's a genuine, like, thankfulness that I have towards the community and you guys and Wugs and, you know. Okay, we already read this. So we're pretty much where we were before, except we're gonna die less now. We're not gonna die. So I gained, to give you an idea, I used to be 180 pounds. Like, I'm about 5'7". I'm like just under 5'8". So I'm not a tall dude. Like, I guess I would be considered below average. And when I was doing all that, like, I wasn't taking care of myself. I wasn't exercising. I ate a lot of garbage. And I used to weigh 180 pounds, like, you know, when I was, like, normal size. And now, I ballooned to, like, 221. And now I'm back to like 208 as of today. And I'm still kind of making some effort there. So I got like a walking pad for under my desk when I work or when I play stuff. You know, I got some weights, and I barely drive my car anymore. I walk everywhere, I run everywhere. Well, I look normal now. You know, my face is absolutely thinned out. Although, of course, there isn't really a point of comparison. Like, I don't, because I wasn't streaming then. I was just really unhappy with myself. But, you know, it's not even that I want to flip a switch and just be like, okay, everything's reverted back to the way it was. Like, it's just seeing the progress, right? You need to see a little bit of progress to help motivate. And that's sort of where I'm at right now. So I'm feeling good. Like, everything's looking up. I'm eating better. I feel better. I'm sleeping better. And I have no doubt that the stress had a lot to do with that, right? Like, 3.5 years of just being stressed out every day, all day. You can't turn it off. I'm a chronic overthinker too. So it's why I'm a really big proponent of mental health as well. I always like to make sure people are taken care of. I want to do what I can to help. Because, you know, I want to lift people up when they're doing bad. I want to make sure that people I care about are happy. And even people I don't even know, total strangers, you know? There's not enough empathy out there. Sorry, I feel like I just went on this, like, enormous tangent. Wasn't really intending to do that, but here we are. Like, just take care of yourselves, guys. And if you need somebody to talk to, like, I got you. I can definitely give some perspective. Okay, this is where we grab the dagger. Where's the lever to open these gates? There's a lever that I missed that opens all of these gates. No, I hear you. It's definitely important to talk about that. And, like, you know, you never know who's listening, right? If I say something that resonates with somebody else, it helps them out and cheers them up, and, you know, that makes me feel good. Is this the exit? Where's the... There's a room with a bridge that we crossed, and I think it's there. I believe... Yeah, okay. That goes up back to the beginning. So where's the switch? My disembodied hand is getting tired holding this torch, you know? Okay, we got the fountain. Bad place, it dipped majorly down, but I'm glad there's a lot of resources for me to get help moving. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, it's never be ashamed to reach out to programs or any resources you have, you know. Use the resources you got available. Like I said, I'm always happy to chat if anybody's having a rough day. Feel you, man. I'm on a weight charity. Just got my BMI down enough to get my top surgery schedule, which is a huge deal. That is a huge deal, buddy. I'm really happy for you. Congrats. That's like, you know, that's, you got to look at things in little chunks. Don't look at the big picture. Everyone tells you to look at the big picture, but at the end of the day, like, you're doing it a step at a time, right? So now you've hit this milestone, and that's a big deal, and that's something that you should be celebrating. So I'm super happy. Oh my God. How did I miss this hallway the whole time? But huge congrats. Like, that's... I'm really happy. You know what? I'm proud of you. Good job, dude. Boom. Boom. Okay, we've hit the switch. We've hit the switch. Now we're motoring. Now, plan is... don't die. Actually, before we do anything, let me... because we got some of these quick item slots. Let's actually put some potions here. That unironically made you feel warm and fuzzy. Well, it should, man. Like, you should really be proud of yourself. You know, it's really difficult... because you're always going to be like mostly self-critical about yourself, right? Like, someone can tell you, oh, you're doing great and this and that, but like, it doesn't matter if you don't believe it, because you're going to be your own worst critic. It's like, you know, when someone's being creative and, you know, they're making like, your art's great, but I'm sure when you're making a piece of art or you're making a drawing, you're like, I don't like this, or I could have done this better, or do this better. Like, you're always going to be self-critiquing your work. And it's no different than your, you know, personal stuff too, right? You're always going to be self-critical. Oh, I lost all that weight. Now I've gained 5 pounds back. Like, you know, it's really difficult to let that slide, and you just got to kind of get into the mental space where it's not going to let you backpedal, and it's okay to have that stuff happen, right? Motivation is very hard to find. 100%. You know, when I was having the worst of it, like, just wouldn't even get out of bed. I wouldn't get out of bed for a couple of days. You know, I would make food, I'd make sure my pets were taken care of, but like literally the bare minimum. You know what I mean? But then eventually you do something, and then you hit your stride, and then you're building that routine, and then you just keep doing it. It's like rolling a boulder up a hill, you know? And then once you get it to the top and you push it over the crest of that hill and it starts rolling down on itself, like that's when you're like, all right, like now we got some momentum. Now I can do this. It's just you need to get to that point where the boulder's rolling down the other side, right? And then once it happens, everything else becomes infinitely more easy. Like that, at least that's how it works for me. Like I'm saying all this, like, you know, I'm hoping you guys can relate to what I'm saying. Like this makes sense. It isn't just a me thing. I seem to have missed something over here. Let's make sure that is. So yeah, you got, like, we all got something to celebrate. You know, Pluto, you got a job, small, your weight loss is starting to happen, and you're like, you should be proud of that. And Annie, it's gonna happen for you too. Whatever you got going on, like, you know, I don't want to pry because obviously not the place for it, but like it's gonna happen for you, man. Like you have so many people that are gonna help support too. Like we all want to see our friends win. That's what it comes down to. You want to see your friends succeed and have a good time, and you guys are my friends, you know? Just because we don't hang out or know each other in real life doesn't mean we're not homies. You guys are all my homies. Eat it! Give me that money. Okay. Yeah, New Year coming. You know, good things are coming. Like, look at everybody. I know there's only a few of us in here, but look at everybody just encouraging each other, right? Like, you guys are awesome. You guys are making me feel warm and fuzzy. Oh, you know what? I keep forgetting that I have magic. That seems to have not done anything to this walking headless corpse. There we go. Onyx acquired. That's got to be a crafting material, right? A dark faceted stone said to be protective and aid in seances. Okay, little platforming thing here. We probably got to jump to that. Feel like I have to break all of these things. Yeah, well, I hope it's giving you the warm and fuzzies too, Glodo. Nothing wrong with being cynical as long as you don't overdo it, right? I'm mostly cynical because of the lulz. Helps me make my best jokes. Okay, we're gonna heal. We're gonna heal. We're remembering. Man, I've been doing this for 2 hours. Not a single dropped frame. I'm having such a good day. That's all. See, that's all I need to be positive. I just need my shit to work. would have been so sad if I had to cut the conversation short because of technical issues. That's real though. If I get too happy, you're not funny anymore. Yeah, no, like, but seriously. You know, none of the jokes I make are meant to be offensive, but I definitely, like, you know, I love making little jokes at people's expenses, but like in good humor. You know, you don't want to be a dick. There's a fine line between being a dick and, like, you know, making a good joke. Taste my blade, is what I would say if you had a tongue in your face hole. And you know, you can tell when you've made a real good friend when you can make a joke at their expense and you both laugh, right? Ooh, what's this book say? It appears the brain was removed, but the wounds were inflicted within the skull itself. It looks like the brain carved its own way out. All right. Well, yeah, my mind keeps telling me I'm in the same place I was at the beginning of the year. A lot of, and that's the thing, right? Like I was feeling that too, because I was, you know, it felt like I had no momentum. But it literally just takes that one thing to happen, and then it reprograms your brain. And there's, you know, there's a part of me, I just got tired of being miserable, so I kind of just told myself, well, enough of this. And I started to force myself to do things differently and just change how I was thinking about stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. It's, you know, I had this sort of like internal argument where I just got tired. Like, it's exhausting being miserable. You know what I mean? Like, it's so exhausting. And, you know, I know it's easier to say than it is to do, but, like, genuinely, I just kind of broke myself out of it because I was like, this doesn't serve me. The way that my brain is working right now isn't serving me. How can I serve myself better? Ooh, new area. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Let's check this out first. Annie, I believe they, in the way that you're talking about it, it's called gallows humor, right? You know, the guy who's getting ready to be hung on the gallows is still cracking jokes. I'm assuming that's where it comes from because it's in the name. But wait. Is this the way back? Okay, so this is the entrance. So that switch opened up another grate over here that we have not gone to in that hallway with the weird dude who's licking the ground. I think it was this way. No. Is it this one? I should have just kept going down that hallway. It is this one. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Well, that's just Dicloto, right? Like, it comes with age and experience. Like, you know, there's a million things that I look back on when I was younger. And I just... I kind of, like, cringe. Like, why did that bother me so much? You know? but that's just what happens as you age, right? You get perspective, and lacking that perspective is often what causes you to be upset about something in the first place. What did Hugh do to make Gal owe him more? Oh, I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming it's going to turn into an awful, terrible joke. So just get it out of the way. Just give us the punchline so I can smirk and definitely not laugh at it. Ah. Gallows humor. Damn it! I hate that that made me laugh. That's not funny. That's not funny at all. Nobody laugh at Queth. Don't encourage this type of debauchery. You should be ashamed of yourself. There we go. Okay. So one... These controls are weird. The one key cycles through the items and the 2 key uses it. This isn't where I came in. No, this is a different room. Okay, what's the sign say? The fetid mire. That sounds gross. It sounds like I'm gonna be walking through poop. I mean, at least I am a disembodied hand, so I don't have feet. Gone through this mental health struggle a couple times before, nothing new. It's a lot harder time seeing the get back up part, so it's really annoying. Yeah. No, I hear you. I certainly am not... I hope it's not coming off like I'm minimizing anything. It's a very... Everything that I've sort of mentioned is a very long-winded way to say, like, you know, there's a support system here for everybody. I don't think it's the poop corner small. Although, to be fair, there's no bathroom. So there's a poop corner here somewhere. Yeah, just know that everything I'm saying is coming from a place of good intent. You know, I'm not the most articulate person, so sometimes I say stuff that I wish I said in a different way. And I know, you know, the type of stuff we're talking about is you have to be a little bit delicate about, right? So just know that it's all coming from a place of support, and, you know, if you need anything, just... I'm sure anybody here would be happy to support in any way they could. Stone Club. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Ocean Bone Shard. There's a door. There's a door in the wall. And I think this just snakes all the way back around, but we're gonna check just to make sure we didn't miss any items, and then we'll check out that door. Okay. Yep. All right. Let's see what's up. Yeah, I'm certainly not a therapist either. I'm speaking anecdotally and you know, what's helped me in my own experience. Also, guys, hang on. Guys. I accidentally woke them up. I was trying to show how cute they were. Let me see if I can... They were both sleeping. One of them's looking at me like, why are you doing this? I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to wake you. All right. Let's get this back. Transition! I will say, having these birds helped me a lot mentally. Because it gave me something to take care of. It gave me something to do. It helped me build a routine. Because you have to wake them up every morning. Like, and then you put them in bed at night, right? Like, you literally, you know, you say your goodnights, you give them a little treat, you put them in their cage, you hang out with them for a bit, you turn down the... Davis, what's up, buddy? You know, you turn the lights down, you hang out with them for a bit, you actually put a blanket over their cages, so you're kind of, like, tucking them in, and it's like having a little bird child. It's really helped me build some structure around my life, which has been a huge help for me mentally. Because these guys are the reason why I get out of bed sometimes, right? Like, if I'm having a bad day and I just want to be lazy in bed, like, well, I can't do that. These guys are depending on me. And they're not easy to take care of either. You know, like, you have... You can't use Teflon, so you have to you can't use scented candles. You have to be really careful about what you bring into the house, because they have little birdie lungs, right? What's something innocuous to us is deadly to them. In fact, Remy, the little sleepy boy that's closest to me there, he came from a family who didn't do the research and didn't know, and he actually had a brother. And he passed away because they used the cleaning mode on their oven, which is super, super toxic to birds. And he died, and they just didn't know any better, and they felt terrible about it, right? But, like, there's a level of care and research that you need to do when you're looking at a pet like this. Like, they're exotic animals. Small, yes, they are like children. They're actually very, very smart. So these conures, they can have the intelligence of like a 5-year-old child. And they live for like 30 years. So imagine having a 5-year-old that never grows up. Rest area, lower passage. Fuck yeah, we're going to the rest area because that sounds like there's going to be a save point there. So let's do that before we do anything. You know, and it gives me a lot of satisfaction of having something to take care of. Like, I have cats, and don't get me wrong, I love my cats. But, you know, I hang out with them, I play with them, but short of that, like, they kind of do their own thing, right? They eat when they want, they, yes, save point. They eat when they want, they got the litter box, so, like, I fill their food bowls and their water dish, and I clean the litter box, and then I play with them sometimes, and they'll come and snuggle with me when they feel like it. But, like, having a bird is like, I talk to them all day, right? Like, they are literally my best buddies, which is, like, sort of a weird thing to say, I guess, but 9 skill points, holy shit. All right, let's see. Let's do some in defense, because we didn't do that last time. Couple in strength. I definitely still want my walking speed to be up. What do they say Dex does? Jump height and damage done with ranged weapons. Maybe I'll put one in there, and then I'll put another one in intelligence. I think that's the build. Boom. Doesn't matter. I made the decision. It's already done. It's happened, folks. Alrighty. We continue. Pot break MP4. They're such cool little creatures, man. They're super fulfilling to train as well. I'm trying to harness train them so I can take them out in their harness and not put them in their backpack, because I have like a little birdie backpack as well with like some perches and stuff in it. But the dream is to have them harness trained. Oh, I think I found the poop corner, guys. You know what? I bet you these guys are weak to fire. Let's see. Maybe not. I do have fire, but it doesn't seem to do too much extra damage. Oh, no, it does. I guess I just missed them last time. The rat seems to be leading me somewhere, so I guess I'm supposed to follow him, maybe? This is the poop corner, guys. Guess this is just a thing now. Why does Wugs get the cool lore and I get the poop lore? Oh wait, I have a torch. What am I even doing? Look, Cletus is definitely not gonna follow me anywhere. I can't... Lotus Seed. All right, so they can give you things. I'm a little disappointed in that game. Has lore about paying it... Oh! Wugs has been lurking this entire time. So, Wugs, welcome. I'm so happy you're here to catch that. The helicopter landing pane. Yeah. See, I get the poop corner and I get pockets. That's my whole thing, I guess. I haven't dropped a single frame this entire stream, buddy. It's been working great. We're absolutely in business. Give me them lotus seeds. Come on. Yeah, don't jinx it. Look at this guy. Should I? Do I? Oh! Sorry, guys. I hope no one was attached to the rat. We were playing this other game called Fears to Fathom, and it was it actually made me jump a couple times, but it was not a very good game. And now we are playing Lunacid, which is a Fromsoft inspired game that is inspired by the Kingsfield series and Shadow Tower. Oh, hang on. Wugs. That was for you, buddy. Ooh, I gotta crack my back. Oh, but I can't do it. It's not working. I'm so upset. Cletus the Tweaker was in the first game. Yeah, no, that's true. I don't know if he was a tweaker. He looked like my grandpa, just like a really weird grandpa. No, I didn't fart. I was showing you my foot. As a little treat for you joining. I'm not gonna lie. Wugs has seen my feet more than anybody here. I don't know what that says about either of us. Oh god, why is this slime so fast? Get out of here, dude. Yes, I don't want anyone to judge either of us for feet stuff. WGE. Hang on. What does WGE mean? Oh, One God exclusive. Haha! I knew that. I know what that is. I know what that is because I am a Wug God. This music is a lot chiller than I was expecting for it to be whilst walking through poop water. Also, I'm sure the only people in here are also people from Wugs' channel, but if there is anybody that's new and is not part of the poo-poo party here, please go subscribe to him, because he puts a lot of work into his videos, and they're fantastic. And it'll make you grow 2 inches taller, and you'll look better in the mirror, and it's just all good stuff, okay? So like, go do it. Moo! What's up? Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! Oh god! I'm getting distracted. Yes, I promise you it will make you look better if you go watch Wuggernaut's videos. You're all very good looking already, but if you want to like crank it to 11, that's how you do it. What are Spoonie fans called? Shit, I had something for this. Soup Squad? The Cutlery Clan? I don't know. I can't remember what I said it was gonna be. Huh. Wait, okay, I can't kill, oh, there's a whole family. Did I kill their mom? I'm sorry, guys. The one on the right, his name is Peanut, and the one on the left, he's Cashew. Peanut and Cashew. I love you guys. Let me take care of you. Yeah, I'm gonna say that I will not survive that fall. I love it when I can actually do extended streams and not sign off because of technical issues. Like, I'm gonna hit 3 hours, folks. Yeah, Peanut and Cashew. I killed their mother, Walnut. Moo, I do appreciate that you get my channel name reference. But I feel like soup is just intrinsically part of my personality, so I think it's got to be a soup thing. What the hell is that? Is that a poop person? Okay, before we go there, let's go in this room first. What's this sign say? A river passage, okay. The soupy bard, I love it. Okay, so this goes down. Oh man, I'm at a crossroads here and I'm not sure which way to go. I do know that I have no more healing potions, so I really could use a crystal right now so I could heal. Is he just a skeleton with a slime body? Yes, he is. Okay. Take this. Will the badge be soup that gradually gets more ingredients the longer that you've been a member? I don't know how I could do that when it's like this big. But that's a good idea. Maybe you start as a can of soup and you make your way up to like a pot of soup. Oh, I have no magic either. I gotta get... Ah! No, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Please don't die. Please don't die. Oh my god, I saved so long ago. Oh! Guys! I lost so much progress. Oh no! I wasn't expecting to be poisoned. I mean, I guess that's what I get for being poked with a spear covered in poop. It's not healthy. Okay. Okay. I did save the game, but I didn't find another crystal afterwards. You can only save at the crystal. And I just hadn't found... I didn't find the next bonfire, I guess. I bet you there was one, like, right there. Okay, how far... You know what this means, though? Mommy Walnut is still alive. Oh, we didn't lose that much. We didn't lose, that much progress. We're still in the fetid zone. The fetid mire. Whatever. Can't keep a good mommy down. Queth, truer words have never been said. Okay, Glodo, just to clarify, there is a difference between passing a bonfire and missing it, and there not having been a bonfire, you see? No shade to any other very popular streamers in this channel. Like, let's not, you know. Let's not beat around the bush here. What if there was a bonfire, though? Wait, why am I not moving? Hang on. Oh, I think my mouse died. God damn it. No, my mouse isn't dead. Why is my game not working? My keyboard's not doing anything in game. I might need to restart the game here. Because it is non-responsive. Okay. Let's take a quick break. Because I probably should get some water. So you missed the best one earlier. I don't know if it was the best. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. But I don't know if it's the best. Like that's pretty lofty, buddy.